Hi, I'm Secker. I'm the writer and director of Follow the Crows. I actually co-wrote the story with Marcus Starr, our producer. It was sort of actually born out of several different ideas. I had this idea for a chase movie, and I'd wanted to write something for Max Curtis for a while. And me and Mark were talking one day, and we were talking about the landscapes that we've got here in Swindon. You've got these big sprawling countryside landscapes, and we're saying, why doesn't anyone use those? Why don't people utilise those landscapes? You could make a really great post-apocalyptic setting out of those places. And then we were just sort of like, well, why don't we do it? And these other ideas that I had, this chase movie and these other things, just sort of all came together, and they became the genesis, if you like, of Follow the Crows. And then we refined it, and eventually it became what it is. And we went and spoke to Max, and Max said yes, and that was sort of what it was like with everyone, is we went and spoke to them and they said yes. And we had some people come in and audition. We had Daniela Fairclough come in and audition. I'd worked with her before on a film for a friend of mine, actually, and I was just sort of like, oh, let's give her a try, let's try her out. And she came in and auditioned and was really good and got the part, and again said yes. And me and Mark had this idea that because of the nature of the film, because the plot takes place over such a long period of time, that we'd be able to shoot it at weekends and evenings, and steal a day here, steal a day there. And all of these people volunteered themselves up to do that. They gave up their free time to do that, solely because they believed in the script, I guess. And for me, that was very, very validating. I've never had anything like that happen before. I've always worked on short films when it's been narrative films, and that's a day or 2 days of people coming in and they're getting something out of it and we're getting something out of it, and sometimes you're even paying them, and it's not the same thing. Whereas here we have people giving up months of their life and their free time at weekends and stuff to be able to come in and do it just because they thought that it was worth it. And that's incredible, and to me that's what makes this film so special. Not only because it's my first film, but because we did it all ourselves, and all of these people were, putting it in for the love of it. Everyone that worked on it is very passionate about it, and they believe that it's a good movie, and that's just amazing. It's brilliant, and I don't want to name drop too much, but some of the people were just putting so much effort in for next to nothing, or in some cases nothing. Like Bethany Smith, our makeup artist, did an outstanding job, and she did all of the makeup almost all the way through the whole film. And Ashley Robson, who was originally cast in what we originally had was going to be the opening sequence, but it got cut and we recast him in another role, and he was there almost every day that we were shooting. And there were some days it just wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for him. And that sort of makes it really special, all of these people bringing in their expertise and bringing in their different viewpoints, and it was a real collaboration. And by the end of it, I would go so far as to say that we were friends, and as cheesy as it is, I suppose we were family. Like it was, because we worked together, and everyone was just doing it because we had this common interest that we believed that this film was good and that it was going to be good, and that just makes it better than anything anyone else can ever say.